Hello, I'm Dawnbreak1, and this is Midgardia. I almost always come very close to saying this is Midgardia's cool crowdfunding show. That's not what this is. This is Baldur's Gate, Descent into Avernus. Eventually, yes, we're getting there. Don't worry. Someday you will reach Avernus, and you will be like, oh hey, that's the name of the thing.
Nothing can go wrong here.
Roll credits.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody said anything about adventuring into Avernus. You just descend into it. That's it.
Because we
By the
died.
DLC. Yeah. All right. Yeah, before I do like the whole recap thing, why don't you introduce yourselves, my lovely friends?
So I was looking up Vivian's full name. Hey, hi, I am Sayo. I play Vivian Giselle Teresa Hune. She is a divine soul sorcerer and a Scourge Azamar. Karu, you're muted.
You're muted.
Fuck off. Hello. I'm Karu, and I'm playing Nisa Badger Waywalk, Karamet Booty Namfoodle Baron, the Rock Gnome Artillerist Artificer.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Pi. I'm playing Lon Ranch, the Lizard Folk Death Domain Cleric. I think my entire intro had fewer words in it than Karu's entire name did. Show?
Hi, I'm Sho. I'm playing Maris Gwyn Elisir, the Noble Path Blade Sage Wood Elf.
Excellent. And if you guys were really mean, you would have waited to tell Karu that she was muted until she finished the name.
I debated.
Listen, it would have been silent for too long on stream.
It would
That's
have
true.
been
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
she
it
would have
was
said,
all
fuck
right.
it.
Yeah, probably.
There was a 5 minutes of session the other day that didn't end up uploaded to YouTube because it was 5 minutes long. The
That's
only
why
thing
my notes are pathetic.
that would be why. The only thing of note that happened since we didn't get into actual gameplay is that you guys are now level 5, which I am restating for the benefit of anybody watching. Yeah, that was the thing that happened. It's a long story. We'll not get into it. So where we left off a month or so ago, you guys were on the road to Candlekeep, and you guys were you have an unreasonable number of NPCs right now. God damn you, for one thing. You have Sly Fallister? Something Fallister. The Camishite spy that you encountered under the villa.
Fallister is his name. It's Fallister Fisk.
Fallister Fisk. Right. Okay, Fallister Fisk. Fallister Fisk, the spy that you encountered under the villa of the Van Thamfers. And he's kind of hanging out with you and helping you maybe figure out where the puzzle box is, or how to deal with the puzzle box that you got from beating the crap out of a old skinny guy. Not old. It's not illustrious. A very pallid, skinny individual. You have Slobber Chops, the cat from the guy that you killed. Good job, by the way. It's a tressum. It's a winged cat. It's very gross. Would you guys like to see a picture of Slobber Chops to refresh your memory?
Yes. I love Slobber Chops.
Always.
He's my favorite kitty.
Oh god, is there not a handout for... No, Slobber Chops is
There
under
was.
tressum. That's why.
I was like, there was.
There absolutely is.
Slobber Chops.
Oh, who's a good boy? Dad's a good boy.
Fun fact about Midgardia, at some point, every party gets a pet. Or a child.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean,
Or both.
Or both.
or multiple pets.
Hi, Earl. But yeah, so you have Slobber Chops, the tressum, and you also have Arcus the Dragon Slayer, who was part of a different one shot that we did a while back, and I included because I thought because it amused me, basically. You ran to him when he had his leg stolen by bandits, or well, sorry.
Not stolen. His horse ran off with his leg.
Right, because it got
Because
stolen.
of bandits.
You guys hear that rumbling?
Yes.
Great.
What is it?
The train going by, I think, but it usually doesn't make. I think it's my shelf vibrating.
It sounds more metallic, like round.
Yeah, that's
It
the
sounds
metal
almost.
shelf.
Oh, I thought that was a plastic shelf. My bad.
Something's probably come loose on it.
Thanks, trains.
Yeah. Yes, I think that. Oh, and you also have the haunted shield, which is like technically an NPC. The
We
shield
don't know
with
if
the
it's
spirit.
haunted or...
Or possessed.
Listen, if it has the spirit of something inside of it, it's haunted.
Listen, it can talk.
Yes,
to
you have
Vivian,
the
at least.
you have the talking happy shield with the spirit of an angel inside of it. These things, they happen.
I still don't like it.
Oops.
And I. Oh right, and you have the I covered the puzzle box, and you're going to Candlekeep to find somebody to help you like open the fucker because you think it may or may not contain the like.
It could be important.
Yeah, it may or may not contain the like soul demon contract of somebody or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, normal things.
Some kind
Normal
of plot
problems.
point.
Normal
Some kind of-
Baldur's Gate things.
Yeah. Something to do with Thavius Krieg, the leader of Elturel. You're certain of that. But you don't like Thavius Krieg?
I
Hi,
just think it sounds like a very strange name.
As
I'm still smug that I managed to elbow the guy in the gut and shut him up.
also, you're one to talk long range.
I
An
mean,
incredibly good Earl. Anyway. So, yeah. I don't really remember what happened on the most recent day. It was day 3. Was that the day you met up with Arcus?
Vivian nearly got killed.
That
Yeah.
was the day before.
that was the day before. The
Right.
bandits we had no trouble with.
Yeah, we met up with the bandits. We decided
We-
to help this guy, and that was the last day.
Yep.
Classic. Right. Did we do watches already for that night?
Don't recall if we did or not, but we
I don't
can if
think
you'd
so.
like.
Are you guys like wrestling shit?
I don't have any health
I'm
missing,
at full
but
health and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so we
Wait.
must have had a long rest.
Yeah,
or,
I'm gonna
like I said,
assume.
the bandits might not have just done anything to us.
No, Vivian nearly died.
Against
No,
bandits?
that was
was the
not
thing
the
before.
bandits.
That was
That was
the
the
Cambion.
yeah,
Right.
which was the day before.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that we're up to the beginning of day 4.
That works.
Yep.
Regardless, nothing of interest happens on the night of day 3. I guess.
Nothing that we can remember.
Yeah, maybe just some more scorpions or some shit.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah,
scorpion.
we
that
did have watch.
happened.
We did have watch because I found a scorpion.
And
Oh, yeah,
Vivian
that
got
was-
stung by one.
Poor Vivian. It's just so easy because you're the like noble out in the middle of nowhere. You just get like.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is what happened to the scorpions. There's a very hefty slobber chops. There's a little blue right there.
Hi, I
Love
thought
it.
you said your notes were bad. These are the best notes I've ever seen.
Right?
It's okay. During our 5-minute session, literally all I had written was, "We have so many goddamn NPCs,"
I mean,
It's
not
true.
wrong.
It's
which is
true.
why I didn't cross it out.
So morning comes, and it's a very foggy morning. You know, everything is covered in dew. Slobberchops is perpetually trying to shake himself off, but between the dew and Slobberchops' slobber, it's not really working out for him.
Aw.
He grumpily sits by, I don't know, Vivian, sure.
Why not Lon? Lon's taking care of him.
Yeah, but the cat's gonna go towards whoever's ignoring him the most and looks like they don't want anything to do with him.
I hate
Yo.
that you're right.
Which means Vivian.
I've met cats. I've seen cats around people who are allergic to cats. I know what's up. That
they
cat.
can tell. They can absolutely tell.
They're like, "You don't want me around."
I like you.
Hello, best friend.
You look like you need a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, you're trying to move me away? I'm just gonna come over again.
Playing hard to get, huh? Yeah.
Like this cat
Cats.
right now.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so Slobberchops is like grumpily nuzzled up against Vivian as you guys are in the wagon. rolling through the mist. You've got like, I don't know, probably a couple 100 meters of visibility. It's not like can't see your hand in front of your face, but it's damp and it's chilly. And it smells like forest. Yeah.
While we're doing this and we're like picking things up for the day, I just want to go over who the fuck has my other infusion and what exactly did I infuse, because that's a thing I can change on a long rest. And I can't remember if it was
What?
by Craig.
Fuck it, whatever.
Okay.
Did I give Lon a +1 shield?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I don't got nothing.
Are you sure that you did not get a +1 armor or shield from me? No?
I did. It's not on here.
Okay. So I can make either a +1. Nope, I can't make a +1 weapon. I can make a returning weapon that is also a +1. But I think that's why we had decided that Show's character didn't have the +1 bonus, because it has to be a simpler martial weapon with the thrown property. And apparently he doesn't want a returning hand axe.
I don't. Hand axes are strength, not finesse, and I have a rapier. That's
But you can
that
make
and the
armor
longbow.
or shield?
But I can make an armor or shield be a +1, and I think we had decided that Lon has a 17 armor class and would do better with an 18.
Yes.
Since he's our second front person. So you have a +1 shield now, Lon.
Ba 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 ba.
Unless you want it to be the armor, so in case you're not using the shield, you still get the +1.
I'll take the shield.
All right. It requires attunement, which is why I'm asking early in the morning, because when I make once I make it, I have to hand it to you, and then you have to.
And then I have to sit there going, "It's a shield."
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Also, I will say that once morning hits, Vivian does use mage armor on herself, just as a precaution, because she did
I
nearly
wonder
die
why.
a couple days ago. It's not gonna do much help for her, but it's something.
All right, we're done with the
Morning
Bookkeeping.
bookkeeping.
Yeah. Just imagining what's her name? Nissa walking around the camp being like, "Hey, did I infuse your shit?"
No, not today.
Meanwhile,
All right.
Vivian's like, "No, you've never done that for me."
Well, considering that you can't wear armor and you're not proficient in shields, I wonder.
Oh, also, since you cast mage armor, I'm just gonna go. Oh, also, and I'm gonna slap a tiny little contraption on the belts of Lon and Maris and myself, and that's just for safekeeping, and see if we can actually survive for once.
What is it?
I forgot an NPC. You guys also have Rhea with you.
Yeah, Rhea.
That's an important one.
Should we just
I
have
just
a handout with all our NPC names and info?
You may lose several of them by the end of this session, otherwise I would.
Fair enough.
I just cast 8 on you guys.
Oh,
Lasts for 8 hours, so you get +5 to your current and max hit points.
cool.
If I was really smart, I would have inserted an NPC that never actually encountered you guys.
I
Also
think
got Dave.
I think someone would have noticed that.
Pie frantically flipping through their notes.
Yes. Pie,
You're muted, Pie.
8 gives us 5.
Yep.
Mhm.
Current and max.
Alright. So it's cold, it's grim, it's foggy. And you guys begin, rolling through along the road. I believe this is the Coastway. It has a fancy name and everything. You've got the forest off to one side, and somewhere off to the other is the sea. It's It's not the funnest journey you've ever had. And it continue. Do any of you have instruments?
Nope.
I could probably make some, but no.
No.
I'm probably just tinkering in the background, in the back.
All right. Ballister Fisk attempts to lighten the mood with a jaunty song on his flute.
Oh no.
Is he any good?
It's okay. Beats the crap out of the like horrible, silence as you rumble through the woods. Around like the weather does not get better as the day goes on. In fact, it gets worse. It's still foggy, but now like it's raining huge, heavy droplets as well as noon approaches. You can hear, some thunder cracking in the distance, all that fun stuff.
Well, then I guess the majority of us are actually in the carriage.
In the wagon?
pretty-
Yep.
Yeah, wagon.
Yeah. Slobberchops is like hiding directly in the center of the wagon as best he can manage. It's like trying his best to make sure that, a random gust of wind doesn't get him wet.
Poor baby.
Do we have like a box we could put on top of him?
Can't put him in a box. He has
No,
to
but we
cover
can
himself.
We can put like a little hole he can get in and out of, but a box so he's covered mostly so he doesn't get wet.
You're just like
I will
casually.
put him a box.
You're just like casually building him a cat tower as you go.
Yeah, probably.
Possibly.
There are 2 tinkers in the party.
And you know
Actually,
what?
yeah, that is a fair point.
I'm sure that it's got proper drainage as well.
All right, you managed to put something together so he has a little area to shelter.
With
It's probably
drainage.
more made with drainage. Yes, it's probably more of a makeshift shelter than anything permanent. Like it's probably just stacks of random supplies and shit.
One moment.
Okay. Yeah, Rhea, sits closest to the back, often getting soaked by rain, but she's not really that concerned. She mostly just looks deep in thought. Anyway, noon rolls around. The weather's still awful. Lightning still cracking in the distance. And out of the mist, you see what looks to be a brightly colored tent set up on the side of the road. And all of a sudden, he was driving the wagon.
I think it's usually Rhea.
Well, I guess Rhea's up front then.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what skills do we need for
Animal
driving the
handling?
wagon?
I mean, I have animal handling trained.
Technically, there is a land vehicle proficiency.
Oh, then no. Actually, do
Somebody probably has it, but I don't think we've literally ever written it down because it never comes up.
Yep.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, hold on, let me...
I will say I do not have that one. I know that between my background and my class.
Yeah,
I know soldier gets it, I believe.
And maybe merchant or something?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So,
Not very well.
Rhea suddenly, comes to a halt and the wagon kind of slides to the side a bit. And you hear a small, shrill voice up ahead go, "Hello, travelers! Would you like to purchase some of our wares?"
No.
No.
Why not? Why not? You hear from the back.
Please, come in. Come out of the rain and take a look at all of the wonderful things that we have produced.
Who exactly is talking and what do they look like?
Yeah.
As you crawl up to the front of the wagon, you see a small gnome in front of the horses, perilously close to the horses. Seems rather unconcerned about it, but, gnomes.
Only
I changed my mind. Let's go.
But also, Garn, for a moment, I thought you were gonna have this be a Kender.
Oh god, no. You leave the Kender tent and you realize the fucking shield's gone.
Ooh. Do they actually want to sell us shit, or do they want to do something nefarious with us?
Oh, they
did
actually want
not.
to sell you shit.
I'm kind of curious.
I'll
You look like traveling Sorry.
I'll stay with the wagon. We shouldn't all leave the wagon unattended.
Yep. That's correct, Andrea, if you wouldn't mind as well.
I'm following just to make sure no one gets ripped off. Clearly, this is second-rate tinkering compared to what we can produce anyway. So why would we want anything of this guy?
It's true.
Smack.
Oh, obviously.
Obvious.
Rhea, waits with the horses, trying to calm them down from the sudden halt.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put up my treated cloak hood.
All right. So you guys, you make your way into the tent, and you can see there's a goblin. It looks like he's about 6 feet tall, but upon further inspection, he is actually standing on top of several boxes. So that he can be seen above a table with a variety of strange contraptions on it.
Ooh.
So let me describe some things for you. Well, sorry, when you come in, he goes, "Hello, welcome to our yard sale. We have marvelous contraptions that you may be interested in." So there's, I swear I looked up the description of one of these. There's a human-sized gauntlet thing with several round chambers on the top. That's one of them.
Ooh.
There's a couple of roughly fist-sized orbs, I suppose, that look like they're made of hexagonal shaped pieces.
Orbs.
Orbs. And there are some arrows with strange metal and glass cylinders at the end.
Oh man, I want to ask what the gauntlet is and what the arrows are.
One sec, I got one more that I know you're gonna like. I just forgot the description.
Are the cylinders on the pointy end or the other end?
The pointy end.
They wouldn't fire if they were on the other end.
They might. It might be like gunpowder ignition accelerator. It's gnomes, dude.
Doubt. You said one of them was a goblin.
Oh shit.
That's why I'm doubting.
I keep meaning to say gnomes.
That's why I'm doubting, because you
Okay,
said one of
what-
them was a goblin. I'm like,
Yeah, sure, they got a goblin working with them, but the first one was a gnome. Okay, look, honestly, I forget gnomes and goblins are different things.
What the
I
hell,
am
Garm?
so offended.
Oh, worm.
Anywho.
What was the other one? Yeah, the last thing is a heavy two-handed scimitar, with lines across the blade or along the short side of it, and what looks to be some kind of switch in the handle. So, what would you like to look at?
The gauntlet and the
Alright.
arrows.
It was the goblin on the boxes, right? The goblin shuffles over to you, or tries and gets to the edge of it, and just kind of leans over and puts his hands on the table so that he can look over it. He's just like, yes, you're interested in the ignition fist, are you?
Yes.
Well, it's a marvelous device. You put it on your hand, and when you go to punch something, it hits this little plunger right here, and boom, boom. It hurts everything so much. The enemy, primarily. Sometimes-
Primarily.
Well, it's an explosion on your hand. It just needs these little ignition cartridges to work. It comes with 5 of them.
And the rest are sold separately?
We 5 is all we have.
And the arrows?
The arrows, these are most wonderful things. And he actually walks on top of the table over to them. He lifts it up. He's just like, these, when you shoot something with them, it lights them on fire. Your people have fire, right? Yes. Good. It's a most wonderful thing. Very effective. Well, perhaps not the most effective at killing it, but it's, if you shoot a deer with it, then it's cooked too. And is that not what one wants when one hunts deer? These flaming arrows are only 5 silver each. They have fuck me, do they have? I wrote this shit down. 6 of them.
Okay, just out of curiosity. Let's just go over the other things since we're here.
All right. The scimitar. He lifts it, he waddles over to it, lifts it up, and it's obviously somewhat heavy for him. He goes, "Well, yeah, this is called the Beast Cleaver. I named it myself. Very, very good. Very, very good for. It's meant for larger folk than me. Unfortunately, I may have gotten a little bit confused with the dimensions when I was building it. But you see, the wonderful thing about the Beast Cleaver is, and he holds it, pulls the like trigger on the handle, and it, like the top half of it kind of shoots out and splits into like a several segmented whip blade.
Oh, I hate you. I out of character. This doesn't look like it would be something that would be finesse, would it? Because it's two-handed. Yeah, that's
I
what
would have to double check really quickly.
but probably not.
It's based on a scimitar, so
Oh, scimitars actually are.
yeah. I mean, it's not actually. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
That's what I figured. I will probably. Hey, is Lon in with us?
Hell no, don't trust gnomes.
Hey, Lon. Pokes head out. There's a thing in here you might want to see. There's also an explodey fist. And then back in. I may regret, but not this time. And then what are the little orb things?
Oh, you throw them and they explode, sending pieces of whirling sharp metal into people. We tested them on bags of grain. Not our grain, but you know. They could probably kill even somebody as tall as you.
So mechanically, is the scimitar two-handed or one-handed for people our sized?
One-handed.
Except for Nissa, who would have
Except
it.
for Nissa. Yes. Sorry, Nissa. You're very small.
But is it magical?
It's not. This is a purely technological artifact.
God damn you.
Does somebody want?
Yes.
If I had the strength, I'd want to, but I don't.
I don't even have the strength I still want. I have a +1 in both strength and dex.
And how much would the beast cleaver and the fist explodey thing do?
The Beast Cleaver is a mere 50 gold. The Ignition Fist is an absolute bargain. A complete steal of a deal at 350 gold.
And how much for the orbs?
Yes, the orbs, the fang grenades, are a mere 150 gold each. Wonderful bargain. Great if you want to destroy grain or people.
Each. And how much did you say the arrows were?
A mere 5 silver each.
And you said you had 6 of them.
Yes, indeed.
I'll take them.
Well, all right then. So that's like
3 gold.
3 gold, yeah. Congratulations, you are now the owner of 6 flaming arrows. They do an additional 1d4 fire damage over your normal attack.
Cool.
So, would I be able to see any flaws with the Beast Cleaver so that I could barter the price down? Because clearly it's got some work to be done still to it.
Want to give me an investigation check?
Oh no.
I will aid.
Good luck.
Nissa, the expert in this, just like doesn't give a shit at all.
I mean, I already know that it's not worth
We can
it.
reverse engineer the design and improve it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like listening with an open ear and stealing design ideas.
I mean, that's fair.
So the Beast Cleaver, the grip's not super great for somebody of relatively normal, not normal size, a medium-sized creature. Particularly you, Lon, you might have a little bit of trouble fitting your big crocodilian fingers into the finger grooves. The trigger is not the most ergonomically placed. It seems like the weapon was mostly designed for small hands, but like, well, he screwed up the dimensions, like he said.
Yeah, yep.
So it's not particularly good for either size of creature.
Beautiful.
The blade's not as sharp as it could be, and that kind of stuff. You could probably haggle him down another like 10 gold or something.
Because I totally want it. It's gonna be like half in silver, but you know.
Do you take change?
Yes, we'll take
I just
anything.
count them out by each little.
Show up with like 500 pennies.
Don't be that customer.
I'm gonna bring up these flaws and point out that if I were making it, here's what I would have done to make the sale. And you know, there is some good design work in here. Don't get me wrong, but you know, why back when in my guild when we needed to make a weapon, we had to make it for the average customer and make sure that you could easily access each feature, especially one that might be in need of urgency, such as a weapon. And it's been a while, if at all, since this item has seen battle, and as such needs some tender loving care and before it can slice through many a deer, of course, deer.
And bigger things, like dragons.
Arcus is like dragons.
Dragons? Yeah. All right. Look, I could let it go for 42 gold. All right, I could let it go for 40.
All right, it is good workmanship. I could get it for 40.
All right.
I'm gonna painstakingly count out like 250.
You are so mean.
I've only got 25 gold pieces and I've got a buttload of silver.
Also, show I feel slightly bad. I forgot you were like finesse-based fighter. Otherwise, I would have included something for you. Sorry.
I mean, my last one wasn't a finesse-based fighter,
Yeah,
but
that's probably where I got thrown.
but Maris has a 9 in strength.
Yeah, not ideal.
It's kind of sad because I totally would have gotten the gauntlet if I was a monk too, because just like explodey fist.
It does count as an unarmed attack.
God damn it.
You want to pass me like a sheet or whatever?
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry.
Sheet with bits.
And it's okay. I'll just have Nissa reverse engineer these arrows, and we can make
Yep.
more of them. That's
Yeah,
the real
actually-
reason that I bought them, because they were
Actually,
cheap.
did talk to Karo about that beforehand.
Mhm.
I know you people.
What's that face for? Damn it.
Enjoy. Hey, is there anything else we can interest you find wandering adventures in?
Anything more suited for somebody who works for more precision instead of brute force?
He thinks for a sec, dives back down behind the table, and comes back with something. Hold on. Looking at the list. What? Sorry. No. You hear a grunt as he and you see the spike of a gigantic spear come up above the table.
Whoop.
And he leans it up against the table and then clambers back up the boxes.
That's it.
Got a really big spear.
Garm. Spears are not finesse.
Oh shit, I was looking at the wrong weapon. Oh, whoops, my mistake. And he puts it back down.
I was
drops
like,
back down.
This is more entertaining than anything, honestly.
I'm looking at the list of stuff that I'm working off of and trying to find anything that's actually finesse.
I mean, you could always just use something
Short
like a
sword,
bow or
rapier, dagger.
something. Bow. That's honestly more or less it. Oh well, a
The
regular
scimitar is-
scimitar. That's
Yeah.
why I was surprised when you said that one wasn't.
But scimitar is also martial, so if you're not trained
I'm-
in martial...
Oh, I'm trained in martial.
Okay.
Rapiers are also martial.
Yeah, but sometimes you can get special, like,
Bard.
one weapon thing.
Yep.
And he clambers back up a minute later with what looks to be an unusually large scimitar.
Ooh.
Well, this is what we call the great scimitar. It is incredibly sharp. I would demonstrate, but I like having my hands, quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
And he wouldn't say it does 1d8 damage, but it does 1d8 damage.
Ooh.
For a mere... Well, this thing's a fucking ripoff. Jesus.
Did he actually say that out loud? I
No,
will laugh.
sorry. I was
He's
looking
looking
at
at his price list. He's like, "Oh wow." what
If it's a
weapons do you
sword
offer
of
for this one?"
sharpness, yes, they are very cheap.
No, it's 350 gold for a 1d8 damage weapon.
What?
Versatile 1d10.
That's
A fucking ripoff, yes.
yes. No, thank you.
I've got some like throwing knives or a spiked chain. Look, I'll level with you. We're not very good at making things that focus on dexterity rather than exploding. I could perhaps sell you the spare parts kit for the ignition fist. Perhaps your gnome friend over there, looking very intentionally disinterested in this conversation. Perhaps she would be able to make something more useful to your particular set of talents. I could let that go for a mere 100 gold.
And how big of a kit is it? That sounds
Well,
like
it's got the
a lot of gold for something like that.
It's got the cylinder. Comes with 3 shots. That's all I got.
What? I am not. Why would I be with Smack?
Look at who said that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. Maris just kind of looks back at Nissa and is like, I don't know who that Telgren person is, but somehow I feel very insulted by that.
Well, apparently Telgren's telling me we can reverse engineer these.
Oh, whoops.
Nice.
Listen. Anyhow. I'm going to kind of glance back at Nissa and raise my eyebrows like, do you want?
Nah.
Shrug.
Well,
You look back at me and I'm tinkering with what used to be just my staff, which is now a staff that has a really weird contraption and a bunch of sigils on it.
well, tell your friends if they want superior craftsmanship, they should come here.
Once again, I'm trading a look with Nissa.
Raised eyebrow.
Thank you for your kind. Have a good day.
Hey, they got some money
You're
out of the
muted,
party.
Yeah, seriously.
You wanted the word patronage.
That's the one. Thank you for your patriotism.
Not. Yeah, okay, you're definitely a
Yeah.
goblin. And then just gonna keep fucking out.
I like how I trust the goblin far more than I trusted the gnome.
All right.
Goblin, you know what's up.
Oh, you guys weren't buying any of the grenades either, right?
Nah,
They're 100 gold each for consumable. No way.
exactly.
I mean, like I said, the reason that I bought the flame arrows was because they were 5 silver each.
Yeah.
Now to tinker with this weapon and make it ergonomic.
Yeah, that's probably what you'll spend most of the rest of the day on. Also, I think Karu may have noticed, but those were all from Mage Hand Press's complete craftsman class.
Beautiful.
Did you lot
you-
have fun? I'm hoping you didn't spend all of your gold.
I only spent 3. Somebody else might.
What is that?
Look what it does! Poof! Fwing!
That seems completely unnecessary.
Yeah, and that's why
Guess
it's
how
so.
far I can reach. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Lon, you were already quite large and could reach far without needing this thing. What's it even called?
Is the beast cleaver. It slices, it dices.
It's gonna cut off your own head at some point because you're gonna swing it wrong.
No.
And it will do so efficiently when I'm done with it.
Okay,
Well-
fine.
Well, that's weird. Pi, the way they listed stats, the 1d8 is for its like reach form. 1d10 is for the like compact, 5-foot range.
That is weird.
It's
That-
it's weird they listed it in that order.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all you should know. Also, let me know if vicious isn't one of the standard keywords because I don't remember.
I just looked up a vicious weapon and then just stole it from there.
Excellent.
That was a vicious? Shit.
That was the base when I found it.
I even mentioned that!
Did you? I heard you mention the sword of sharpness, but that was.
I
a
heard
different
that.
thing.
I could tell how you were wording it that it was.
Well, again, since it isn't dexterity based.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If it were, I would have fucking bought it immediately and not said anything to Lon.
Lon, you're gonna you're gonna hurt yourself with that thing. Just be careful. Yeah.
Can you extend it to just check to see what the maximum range is?
Not
10
while
feet.
you're in the wagon.
No, I
Mm.
meant when we're outside, so I know how far I have to stand.
I will happily give a demonstration.
Did any of us change the Twitch title? Because I sure fucking didn't.
I did.
Thank you. I just realized I don't have the window open for once.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. In my defense, I have 3 screens and all of them are occupied.
First world
You're
problems.
not even streaming this time.
I know,
the
but I
DM.
have. Yeah.
3
I have-
screens.
The PDF, the game, whereby.
I'm surprised you use PDFs considering all the information is in Roll20.
Listen, I'm old.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't have the book.
And I don't have the book. And my eyesight's going. Can't read books.
Hey,
If only
speaking
you had
of-
glasses.
Yeah, gee, I wonder.
You really walked into that one, Garm.
Yeah.
Oh, Midgar.
Pouty face. That is the cutest face.
I'm
Does
here.
do all of you guys have like the rectangle glasses?
They're the best kind.
Listen, I just searched under male glasses, and this is what it gave me.
Fair enough.
Do you have a
haven't-
problem with them?
I
No,
haven't worn the
I just
bigger, more circular for like
I just had the moment of
15 years.
Yeah. It's what all the cool kids do.
It's true.
You could get fashion shades.
I'm quite happy not having to wear glasses of any kind.
No, but I'm saying you don't even, just get the plastic lenses that don't do anything and just wear them for fashion.
I have. You mean like?
Not necessarily sunglasses. But you could.
I could.
Uh,
I forgot those were on my desk.
All right. So, yes, Nissa, you could probably make more arrows for the cost of like 3-ish silver each using a normal arrow as the base. 3-ish silver worth of materials, not
Mhm.
literally. You rub the coins on it, and it.
I mean, She is.
but you can only make like one per long rest.
That intricate,
Super
huh?
long rest with us.
Look, you have to make sure that they don't explode in the quiver.
I mean, yeah.
What you're saying though is she can make one and I can make one.
Yeah.
Garm's like, fuck.
High
You
five.
forgot there's 2 Tinkers.
Continuously, yes. Well,
Just-
that just makes me look even more clever.
Just be thankful that I chose to focus in the less legal tools instead of the tinkerer's tools, because I almost did.
That
I
would have
am
been
thankful.
beautiful.
Yeah, once we start rolling again, I'm just like, I look over at Maris and go, so you gonna hand me one of those?
Yeah, absolutely. I already have it out. I was just like looking at it to make sure that it was, at least partially structurally sound. Here.
Yeah, I am assuming we spend the rest of the day just dissecting it and figuring out how it works and how we can maybe improve it.
Mm-hmm.
How would you
Luckily
make
for
things
Get a
that
little bit more. Get a little bit more bang for our buck, so to speak.
Boo.
luckily for you, it's still raining, so the one or two times they accidentally light the canvas of the wagon on fire, it goes out pretty quick.
Meanwhile, Vivian's just watching all these nerds questioning why she's with them.
I mean,
Hey,
honestly, one of my things is we need to increase the security because you don't want this thing, like, if you get hit during battle, you don't want your whole quiver blowing up.
that's true. Hey, do you think that you could do something with a rapier? Like, I don't know.
Give me another level. And I'll see what I can do for you.
All right.
Give me a few weeks to think on it.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll workshop it. I'm sure by the time we get a bit more experience, I'll be able to help you out with a better
Yeah,
weapon.
see the sights, maybe take in some more knowledge, right?
Yeah. I get 2 more infusions to the next level up.
Garm suffers.
As you're traveling, you eventually notice that, like, while you were loading back up, Ballister apparently went back in and now has, like, the fist thing on.
Beautiful.
It sounded cool.
Hey, why don't you hand that over to Nissa so she can make sure that it doesn't, I don't know, explode on you accidentally?
I trust there.
Can we make more charges?
Because they only had 5.
I know a guy.
You should probably introduce us then.
I was gonna say, Garm just could fit on the watch people die inside.
Perhaps after our business at Candlekeep is concluded. So anyway, night rolls around. The rain has lightened up a little bit. It's merely drizzling now. And you guys find a nice place by the side of the road to make camp. Who wants to take watch tonight?
I'll be one to take watch since I only have to trance.
All right.
I can take a watch.
I can't see in the dark.
Rhea can take the last watch. All right.
I can see in the dark perfectly fine.
Are you offering to take a watch there, Nissa, or?
Yeah, I'll take a night watch.
Oh, not gonna lie, I thought you were just offering, like, just mentioning it to be a dick.
Yeah.
That sounds like a gnome thing to do. I can see in the dark. Night, guys.
Not while I'm sleeping though. Bye.
Later, bitches. All right. So who's up first?
Show said
can.
first.
Yep.
Joe, would you give me a
24.
perception? Good. The night passes fairly slowly for you, but every once in a while, when when the storm clears up for a couple of minutes, you can see in the distance hundreds of lights raising up above the forest canopy. Anyway, yeah, that's about it. You can't quite make out more than that from where you are, though.
I mean, would it make sense that it was like, I don't know, a civilization, or are they like moving?
It's in the direction that you're headed and stationary.
Okay.
You could
so
probably make a good guess that it's Candlekeep.
Okay. Cool.
And who was up second?
I am.
All right.
At
Can
some
you see
point,
them?
yes. Asmar.
Right.
Oh, and if you want, you can poke Slobber Chops to have him help.
Yeah, all right. Give me a perception check.
At some point, you guys will learn that maybe don't have Vivian do a watch. Just saying.
Yeah.
She offers to be useful. She's not useful.
All right. It's cold. It's dark. You spend a long day on the road. As you're, sitting by the fire watching the camp, you eventually doze off for a little bit. You wake up about an hour before you're supposed to end your watch. Unfortunately, it's to Slobber Chops with his head resting on your leg as he falls asleep and drools on you. You also see that there is now a dead rat at your feet.
Oh, he wants you
Your
to like him.
Why?
He wants you to like him, of course. He's being a good friend.
Let's see him bring you a scorpion.
Yeah, seriously. It'd be funny if he brought you a live one.
At some point, I'll stop picking on Vivian.
Oh, this is hilarious, Garm. Don't worry.
I'm glad. I don't want you to feel bad about it. Vivian's
this
just
is
a really
hilarious.
easy target for all of these things.
Oh, Vivian is such an easy target.
This is what you get for falling asleep on your watch.
Oh, yes. Yep. Hey, if this
Alright.
is all that happens if she falls asleep on her watch, I'm happy.
Perception's wisdom?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So, Rhea's watch.
Wait.
I thought Nissa was doing
Nissa
the last
was
one.
Oh,
going.
fuck, it was Nissa. Sorry. I
Nissa,
forgot.
please do better than Rhea.
It's a...
Okay.
19.
Fuck.
19. Alright. So, as morning comes, well, the earliest lights of dawn, I suppose, you take your watch, and you can still hear, thunder rumbling in the distance. You see some weird birds you've never seen before in the trees. Slobberchops is running back and forth around camp. We've hit the zoomy part of the night for him, unfortunately. Occasionally you hear him flap his wings really hard, go up into the air, and almost hit a crow.
I grab my little tinker thing, turn it into a laser pointer, and spend an hour making Slobber Chops chase the point of light.
Eventually he tires of it, rubs his face against your leg a few times, and then crawls up into the wagon to sleep. And morning comes, the rest of you wake up. Vivian, you find Slobberchops curled up on the shield beside you.
On the shield?
On the shield, okay.
Oh boy, Shield's gonna be super happy about all that slob.
It's moist.
It's a circle. He fits.
Therefore he sits. Yes.
Does Vivian hear the shield's voice? Is it upset?
Are you touching it currently?
She'd poke it.
It just goes, "Good morning," and at that Slobberchops starts a bit.
Vivian just has that. Oh. Okay, so other creatures can hear you. Good to know.
Apparently.
But not enough to get him off, because I'm sure when he started, it's like, "Oi, beast, get off of me! No, bad!"
Do you want me to move the cat?
It would be preferable. I fear that it may tarnish my carvings over time. Quite frankly, I'm not sure how it's comfortable like that.
It's a cat.
Yes.
We'll
Vivian
just take some chalk and then make a circle in the wagon.
Slobberchops obediently crawls into it.
Yeah. And then Vivian just cleans off the shield with prestidigitation to make sure all the slobber's gone. And puts it back on her back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Your service will
Meanwhile-
be rewarded in due time. Yes, yes, Nissa?
Meanwhile, I'm finishing up with my bag, which seems a bit different today, and then I grab my staff and pull it into it like Mary Poppins.
What?
Do you want me to put your shield in here?
No.
What? Just... How? What did you...
Bag of holding.
That makes no sense.
Nice.
Why not? I made it overnight.
No, it's fine. I'll carry it.
Are you sure? You're gonna get targeted again if they see you with that thing on.
Yes,
Just
but if they...
cover it up.
At the very least, you should put your cloak over it.
Yeah, she puts her cloak over it, but at the same time, it's useful to have an emergency fireball if need be.
Or
Yeah, fair enough.
firewall.
Yeah, wall of fire, specifically, but really useful in panic situations.
Alright.
I also don't know if it would be okay with the whole being stuck in a bag of holding.
It would not be preferable.
Yeah, I'm not happy with that.
Alright, fine. Sling the bag over my shoulder.
That's still weird, though.
Why is it weird? Have you never seen a bag of holding before?
Where would I have seen a bag of holding before?
You're a noble!
Who doesn't get out much.
Fair enough.
It's probably something one of the servants might have had, but probably not something you ever paid much attention to.
Mm-mm.
I'm sure sometime later today you'll be thinking back and let's be like, oh shit, that's how that worked, huh?
It's also the whole, you made that overnight.
That's all.
Yeah, just casually finish. I mean, I've been working on and off on it.
Yeah, totally, it's tinkering.
Well, my tinkering is magical. What do you want? You see, it has like this little like glowy thing that looks technological on it, and it's like that's the magic cell in it. Just like everything I make has this like glowy little like cell piece that's the magic.
So
in
if
it.
I dispelled on that spot...
Yeah, you undo the bag of holding.
Okay.
Don't. I know where you sleep.
I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just curious.
Scribble, scribble, scribble. Make room for spell magic as needed.
I was just imagining, Lon hearing that and like looking up in surprise, accidentally triggering the scimitar and just go thunk.
What? Thump.
Also, I
in
made
the
this and I
wagon!
hand it to. I hand it to Lon. I hand the laser pointer to Lon.
Eh?
Press that button.
What's it?
Just
Slobberchop leaves. Oh.
Congratulations on making a pen of Tressum summoning. You know what the best thing about Slobberchops is? He's got wings. He could like glide a significant distance. Like all of a sudden he'll just come down from like above and several trees away, just like phew.
This does not stop him from running into walls.
No, God, no, he is
Just
not
means
smart.
the walls can be higher up.
Exactly.
Can I just say, with us, he's probably getting more exercise than he ever did back at home?
Oh God, yeah.
Probably. He's gonna be like fit as hell by the time his time with you is over, if it ever is.
No.
now.
We're
It's gonna be-
interested. Why would he leave?
It's true.
We give him food, and we give him toys, and a place to sleep. That has proper drainage.
God. I love Slobberchops.
Mhm.
This little disgusting boy. Alright. So, I think I actually have narration for you guys for once.
Ooh.
I know, it's...
Oh, whoa.
Ow, wow.
Over the past 4 days, the weather on the coastway has gradually worsened. Dark clouds release heavy rain until the road runs thick with mud, yet you continue riding on in a wagon, passing by friendly merchant caravans heading north. On the morning of the 5th day, the rain subsides, but the dark clouds remain. Ahead, you see a path branch from the wider road, heading to the sea. A raven perches solemnly on a leaning post bearing 2 signs that point like arms toward the west. One says, "The Way of the Lion." The other says, "Candlekeep." Candlekeep is where you're going. I don't know if I mentioned that in the recap.
Uh-huh.
Onwards to knowledge.
Excellent. I have a
And
picture of
definitely not combat.
Yeah, what did you go wrong?
I mean, it's not like we're gonna fight a bunch of librarians.
I mean, that
Shout
depends
the
on how
library
well
and
you...
find out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that depends on how you treat the books.
Without most
So,
respect.
The afternoon sun shines through the clouds to illuminate the gray walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stands majestically atop a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. The trail leads straight to it. You should be able to see the picture of Candlekeep.
Yep. This place is fucking awesome. It's the idea of Candlekeep is that it's like a fortress that they built a fortress on, and then they built another fortress on it until it's this monstrosity.
And it's also a library, yes.
And also, yeah, all of it is library.
Yeah.
I love this place.
It is the home of many scholars and all that kind of thing. Try not to think too hard about the wisdom of building a giant library containing all the world's knowledge at the edge of the sea.
Yeah, no, perfectly normal.
Also, is that a ship?
Actually, that makes sense because then you can get things from ships that pass through.
Oh, where is you? In the back there?
Yeah, it's a ship. I think that's a tavern, actually. I could see that being a tavern.
Yeah, I think it's a beached ship that's part of a building now.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Above the right side of the main wall.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was reading that as cranes, but you're right. I think that's a ship.
No, that is definitely
That's
a ship.
definitely a ship. Yeah, I can see I can see the mast now. And freaky birds.
Alexandria was on the frickin' sea.
Look how well that worked out for it.
They made copies. It wasn't actually lost.
Sure, nothing will happen to Candlekeep ever.
Yeah, no. What? The protagonists are going there. How could something bad happen?
It's doomed.
Yeah. At the gatehouse, you're greeted by 3 monks in purple robes, a human, a shield dwarf, and a sun elf. Around their necks hang holy symbols of Daenerys?
Daenerys.
Daenerys Targaryen, no. Daenerys, the god of writing, whose symbol is a lit candle above an open eye. "Welcome to Candlekeep," says the elf in common. "A gift is required from those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or scroll that isn't already in the library's archives. Please present your gift for inspection."
Shit.
We weren't told about this.
I just glance at Fisk. Gee, thanks for the warning, Fisk.
Stare.
He shoots you a broad smile, and as you're watching, he pulls a book out of his robes and hands it to
Is it one per person or one per group?
one per group.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
That makes more
That's fine.
sense.
And he reaches out of the wagon and hands it to him. "Here, a book of Kalamshite recipes. I am fairly certain you do not already have this in your possession, given that several of them were made by me." And the elf nods and goes, "Very well. Welcome to Candlekeep.
That counts?
Yes.
It's a book."
I mean, I was about to say I was going to offer one of my old notebooks full of writing, but
that would have been way more valuable.
yeah.
You bet your ass I'm going to be writing down how to care for a Tressum and how to improve upon store-bought goods.
feeling How to Care for a Tressum is going to be book 1 of a whole series.
A series, yeah.
Mhm.
How do
Absolutely.
you travel with the Tressum?
And,
I mean,
and
that
half
in
of it's
itself
going to be
could be a nice
pictures.
book.
Oh, yes.
My travels with slobber chops.
Oh my god. Do an illustrated children's book with Slobberchops as the hero.
God. And once you're inside, Fallister Fisk, hops out of the wagon, dusts himself off, and goes, "Well, welcome to Candlekeep. You could go get drunk at the pub. It's called the Hearth. Not too hard to find. Or go see Sylvira Savicus. He gives you the direction to her laboratory. It's up in the main keep.
Is
She
that-
can help you with the puzzle box and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, let's go check out the puzzle box. Who
By
cares
the
about
way,
drinking?
I highly doubt that we traveled for 5 days without Nissa or I messing with the puzzle box. Because it's a puzzle box.
That's fair. That's right. That's really true.
Yeah, it is incredibly intricate and bizarrely enchanted. You may
Okay.
have some knowledge of you figure out that some kind of liquid is required to flow through the maze on it, but that's all you got.
Yeah, it's almost
Absolutely
definitely blood.
What? No, it's not blood. You would have fucking tried that.
That's also true. We'd been like, Nissa, I think this needs blood. Come stab me.
Shit, what if it needs the blood of the old guy who made the pact?
Oh,
My,
man,
my,
that
note,
would
my notes go, lizard blood does not work.
All right, your turn.
Would you make everyone try their blood?
Listen, everybody's blood is different.
I mean, in this party, yes.
We're all
Mhm.
different races.
That's
Listen.
so...
I didn't use spell slots yesterday, which means I could have poked everybody and then done a mass healing word, and y'all would have been fine.
That's true. I'm just like, yeah, we have a gnome. We have a lizard folk. Shows a half?
An elf.
Elf. And then we have an Azamar.
Yeah.
And then you have Rhea for the human as well.
I also would have cast Identify on it.
Also, Arcus is a half-orc. At some point, he leaves as well. Just
Probably as soon as we're inside.
Yeah.
Bye.
He's like,
Bye. I'm gonna go get drunk.
Yeah.
We might see you later.
Let us know if you need adjustments on the leg.
Thank you.
What would Identify have given us about the puzzle box? Because it is a magical item, isn't it?
Yes.
Like, I know Identify doesn't necessarily give you everything, but it would have given us some hints.
Freaky demon magic. Hella demon magic.
So this wasn't made by somebody from around here and then repurposed. It was made with demonic magic,
Correct.
not just found and then reused.
Either that or whatever's inside it has hella demon magic.
And we don't get any clues to what it's for, what it does.
Well,
Uh, Unfortunately, no. It contains something, yeah. That's about it.
Alright.
All will be revealed in time, I promise. By which I mean basically right now, because you guys said it's where you're
Yeah.
going.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Can you put the name of the sorcerer down?
Sure. Like, these fantasy names are hard to spell. There we go. Should have just typed it in the first place. Anyway, so you find the spire easily enough. It's probably the one on the top area, sticking off to the right there. Yeah, one of them. The walls of this circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the floor of the chamber is a large, nine-pointed star. A middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes stands by one of the windows. caught in a fugue of intense contemplation. Perched on the corner of a table nearby is a spindly little demon with warty green skin, buggy eyes, thin black horns, and a whip-like tail.
Oh,
I
hey, a
can't
closet.
tell you. Sorry?
Oh, hey, a closet.
You're correct. I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you, says the tiefling, as she turns to you. What have you brought me? Also, Fisk should actually still be with you. Whoops. Fisk is
We
still
drag him along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he just like comes back then. Hey,
Oh, hey, Fisk.
what's up?
Good, you're
And-
here to introduce us. Shove him in.
Silvira, these weirdos, various weirdos, Silvira. A pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Indeed. I pull out from the bag of holding the puzzle box and place it on her desk. We found this.
And as much as it pains to admit it, we need help opening it.
Mm-hmm.
Or figuring out what it does. I'm honestly not sure if opening it is the best idea.
Okay. I still want to know how to open it, though.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to show you the picture of her. It's the token in the top left. I'm not sure what the other... Oh, I know what the other one is.
We probably shouldn't scroll, right?
Yeah, don't scroll. Didn't realize
See what
that.
it says handout?
No. Yes. That also doesn't show you the picture of her. It shows you the other guy.
Ah, okay.
The Palpatine-looking motherfucker.
The other thing you can do
You
is
mean
drag
the
it out
red
onto...
wizard?
If all your... That's just the normal Archmage thing. If you throw the token onto the thing, you can Shift C to show.
And big in it?
Yeah.
You biggin.
Did that work?
Nope.
You have to Shift Z.
Shift Z, Karu.
Yeah, it's not doing anything. So we're going old school.
Beautiful.
Put the token over the skull.
Oh, I'm working.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh my god, that is perfect.
I love it.
She looks so smug.
She's a smug one for sure.
She's like, yes, I do deserve to be on the front of this.
Anyway, she reaches out and snatches the puzzle box from her hand, and like halfway towards pulling it back from her, you see Vivian. You see her like stop for a second as her glance passes you. Her eyes flick to the shield, and like her brow furrows a little bit, and then back to the puzzle box.
I saw
Uh,
it.
yeah, no, it wasn't the most subtle thing in the world. She's an academic, not a.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been subtle at all if Vivian noticed it. Her passive is 10.
She turns it over in her hands a few times, and she says, I've been suspicious of the High Overseer of Elturel for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns. I should have got a fucking Rubik's Cube for this. And that would have been awesome.
You have a cube-like thing behind you.
I'm not taking the ghost.
I'm just saying.
Now I'm wondering where the hell my Rubik's Cube went.
Yeah, one sec. Alright, we got props.
I got a better prop.
Oh yeah, the puzzle box that you built last night.
That
like
is
3.
so fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, look at the top thing.
Nice.
I want that. That is so
Me
fucking
too.
cool.
That's super sick.
Awesome.
Also, a combination lock.
Ooh. This thing is really dusty. Almost like it hasn't moved since I put it there. Anyway, I've been suspicious of the High Overseer of Elturel for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns because Thavius Krieg was widely regarded as a hero who saved his city from an undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Elturgard. Hailed as a savior. I'm going to drop all this text in here for you, especially since the puzzle box is on screen.
Listen, it's
It's
cool.
so
shit.
cool.
It's all good. Hailed as a savior, Fabius made all the citizens of Elturel swear an oath called the Creed Resolute, which, Maris, yeah, you definitely know about that, which binds them to defend the nation of Elturgard. I met him years ago, and my instincts told me he was a charlatan. Afterward, I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using the Creed Resolute to bind all Elturel to his dark deal. I wish to prove my theory, and I believe the evidence is locked inside this puzzle box. Jezebel, she says, and the little closet perks up. Would you fetch me a flask of, it just says a flask of dark liquid, motherfucker. I have to tell you what it is, because you guys know it's not just some blood. A flask of dark word.
What? I couldn't hear that. Again.
A flask of beep.
Honestly, I think Nissa's current best bet about what is needed to open the infernal puzzle box is that you need a devil's blood.
Or demon's blood.
Or demons. But this was he did a deal with a devil. Clearly it has to be devil's blood.
That's true.
Can you fetch me the flask of Styx water, my dear? And the closet obediently. Sorry?
Okay, that works too.
Yeah. I'm smart. That
was my second guess.
Yes, of course. I am sure. And yeah, Jezebel obediently comes back with the flask of dark liquid, and she pours a small amount into the maze-like troughs carved into the box's surface. And then she spends a while just kind of like tipping it around, running the water through it, just as you had prior. And then suddenly the box's horn inlays pop loose, and it breaks apart. Inside the box is a stack of... broke the puzzle box, goddammit. And 9 chain-linked plates clatter to the table, each 3 inches to a side, cast out of dark iron and stamped with infernal runes. Do any of you fuckers speak infernal?
I do!
God damn it. I mean, not goddamn it, because now I get to tell you more lore, but, like, also goddamn it.
Did you really expect this party not to at least have one person who knows Infernal?
I mean, duh.
Thank you, Karu.
What?
Also, was it you popped out the infernal puzzle box thing?
What?
Oh, I should show
no,
you.
I'm just showing that there is that thing there.
Listen.
Oh, that's so fucking cool.
Because I always forget that there's handouts for these things, but...
Yeah.
It's a Jacob's ladder.
But this one's too cool not to show on stream, too.
Also, please appreciate Jezebel in the corner there.
Jezebel looks so fucking He's like, ah. That thing looks really weird without a nose. I did not realize closets did not have noses.
Nothing to smell in hell, buddy.
Nothing good to smell in hell.
Yeah, I was going to say nothing you want to smell in hell.
Yeah. Also, her, like, the mage's design is pretty fucking good. But yes, time to read hell text for you guys. Hold on, I'm going to drop it in text because I'm going to try and do a voice for it, and that's going to make it harder.
Oh boy.
Be it known to I that I, Fabius Krieg, High Overseer of Elturel, have sworn to my master Zariel, Lord of Avernus, to keep the agreements contained in this oath. I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters and for all time. I will place her above all creatures, living and dead. I will obey her all my days, and beyond, with fear and civility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Insidiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of Elturel and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend Elturel are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking Elturel and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge.
This
That's
dude was
not
a
good.
fucking asshole.
Yeah, dude's kind of a prick.
So the dispensation Solar Insidiator.
That was the giant floating orb above Elturel that defended it from evil.
And then went poof.
Taking Elturel with it, yes.
Yes.
At this, Rhea collapses to the floor weeping.
Freya?
Yeah, I look about ready to punch somebody.
Yeah.
So,
So wait, the companion's been around for 50 years?
Apparently.
So he got the thing to save El Terrell at the expense of 50 years later. The whole thing goes into hell.
Yep.
if that's what Zariel wanted.
And Zariel wants it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if she is indeed the whatever from hell. This translation is kind of weird. Okay, so how do we undo it?
I don't think we do.
We probably can't.
So, Silvira.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna yoink Vivienne over.
What?
Does this have anything to do with Zariel and Thavius Krieg? And I spin Vivienne around.
You could have just...
Uh,
Okay.
Well,
Steal it from you.
You don't
yes,
even want
and-
to touch it.
it's not directly related to Elturel, although it is interesting in its own way. Tell me, my dear, and she looks at Vivienne, are you a Hune by any chance?
What?
Isn't it? He thinks so.
You cut out, Garm.
Oh, sorry. Are you a Hune by any chance?
How do you know my family name?
She smiles. Let me tell you a little bit about the shield first, and we'll get to that. The shield is a symbol of good's triumph over evil. Gazing at such beauty, one can easily overlook the terrible force bound within it. Gargoth, I believe, is its name, though it calls itself the Hidden Lord. It was a pit fiend, sent by I'm gonna also drop this in chat, because there's a lot of fancy words in here.
I'm just going to slap the shield. You lying bastard! Whack.
Yeah, Vivian's kind of
Wham.
glaring at the shield like, you fucking lied to me?
Wait,
Whack, whack, whack.
I mean,
Anyway, it was a pit fiend sent by Asmodeus to corrupt mortals on the material plane, and there to amass such a following as to rival that of gods. In that way, Gargoth became a sort of demigod, having worshippers increase its power exponentially. My, how the mighty have fallen. And she snickers a little and kind of flicks it with her finger. This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. The Hune family of Baldur's Gate, that is to say, your family, has kept it for years now. Which makes me wonder why it's here. Doubtless, they'll want it back. But this shield should not be taken to any place where thousands of mortals reside. It needs to be locked away in an extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls.
so like a bag of holding?
I have a question. I have a question. If you put it in the bag of holding, you take the enchantment off, does it go away?
No, it just
No.
all out of the bag.
You fucker, you lied to me!
Better idea.
I have never told you anything that was not true. And I swear, if you take me to the Nine Hells, I'll serve you faithfully as both a guide and an advisor.
Okay, first of all, you said your name was the Hidden Lord. We know that isn't your name. Therefore, yes, you lied to me.
What is a name but what people call you?
Sorry if I screwed up the cams.
Oh, thank you for pointing it out.
Question.
Yes, I.
If we put it in the bag of holding and drop a whole bunch of rocks in it until it explodes, what happens?
I believe it would just disappear into the astral sea?
The whole bag or everything in it?
Everything in it.
But it be in the astral sea.
Yes, that's why you put a whole bunch of rocks in it.
Well, yeah, then you'd have a bunch of rocks and the shield floating in the astral sea until some
Poor schmuck.
Githyanki finds it. Or worse, a mind flayer finds it, and then we're fucked.
Why? That seems like somebody else's problem. I'm not lying.
You really think the shield's not gonna go, hey, you know that planet called Toril? There's some bastards I want you to fuck up there.
Yeah, but I'll be dead by then.
I don't like our chances. Also, I mean, we might still be able to use it. Pit Fiend, you said. Aren't those devils?
Yeah, what makes your family all special that they get to babysit the Pit Fiend?
I've never heard of any of this.
So it turns out your family is the one that has been keeping this shield, and it was stolen by the Vanthampers? Or is your family in league with the Vanthampers?
I don't know.
Are we just gonna, like, come back and everything we did to, like, stop the Vanthampers was just, you know, a ruse by Hune family, who secretly are the ones that are trying to put Baldur's Gate into hell?
I have no idea, okay? My family doesn't exactly tell me everything.
Oh yeah, Silvira, someone's trying to make our lovely city go to hell, and we'd like it to not.
Lovely city.
Debatable.
Well, that's terrible news. If you want answers, which I'm getting the distinct impression that you do, there's only one place to go for them now. And I think you already know where that is.
No. We're not going to Avernus. That's just too dangerous.
We would die. We've nearly died multiple times before now. Each.
But you haven't died.
Barely.
Barely.
You're welcome.
Yeah, honestly, it's mostly because of Lon.
Mm-hmm.
Lon? Excuse me? I just pull out the Defendo bot. Excuse me?
That's the
Listen.
Defendo bot, not you.
I understand it is a perilous proposition, but if you want to defend Baldur's Gate and make sure it doesn't suffer the same fate as El Tyrell, then, well, there's not really anywhere else to find what you seek. I can...
Get there.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, sure.
Go on. Oh, no, I was just having Sylvia explain, or Sylvia.
I can help with getting you there. I
Well,
know you can't teleport into or out of Candlekeep, as I'm sure you're aware. But I have a wizard friend who owes me a favor. His keep is about 20. Is it 20 miles? Fuck. 20 miles from here. I've loaned him a spell book or two, so he owes me a favor. I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he can use a plane shift spell, take you straight to El Tyrell. And even more importantly, he's looking after an old friend of mine, someone with a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu. Also, I have a map of Avernus assembled over many years, many years of scholarly work that I can show you lovely people. And yes, I am going to show you it, don't worry.
well, we also need proper equipment for it as well. Non-magical weapons, not so effective against those in hell.
There's also the whole, sure, your buddy can get us there. How will we get out? I'm not going if it's a one-way trip.
Point.
I mean, I assume the point of going there is finding a way to bring El Tyrell back to...
Quite right.
Post.
But is that even possible?
Possibly.
I've never heard of a spell that could bring something like that back, unless it's something.
Have you
that's
heard
under-
of one that brings it to Avernus?
I mean, it wasn't a spell that brought it to Avernus.
It was a contract.
It sounds like it. It was a contract.
So all we have to do is break the contract.
I think that's easier said than done.
Oh, I'm sure. Breaking breaches of contract. Well, we just have to find a way.
I don't know anything about Avernus,
Oh,
but
boy.
looking at this map, I don't want to go there.
I don't either.
And think of all the unresearched things there.
That doesn't interest me, Lon.
You know, I didn't expect the river Styx to be red. Expected it to be black.
Why?
Oh, a river full of the dead would be more black than red. This looks like lava almost.
That
I
could
mean,
be
if
rough.
It might be.
If it's full of dead, wouldn't the dead make the river bloody?
No.
Old blood is black.
Mm-hmm.
Still could be rust, though. From fallen weapons.
Either way, this is horrifying.
Daughter of Hune, do you think that you can live with yourself if Baldur's Gate disappears as well, and it turns out your family was connected to it?
Note to the audience: she chose the last name completely arbitrarily and without knowing any connections.
Yes.
And I didn't connect it until they actually found the Hune in the dungeon. I was like, wait a fucking minute.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, I was just looking for family names for Baldur's Gate because I wanted to use an actual family name. And I originally wanted to pick Van Thamper just because it sounded absolutely ridiculous, but I decided not to, and I went with Hune instead.
Yeah, it was like, oh.
With our Wanderers game.
For
It was like, oh,
Realtar, yes.
Oh, yeah.
This is a minor noble family that will never come up.
Yeah, I just picked Realtar's last name based on, this seems cool. Later, Kara tells me, yeah, that's the last name for, like, the most powerful family of Drow society. I'm like, whoops.
Do your research!
It looked cool!
Anyway.
And Freya, finally stands up at this point. And she looks at all of you and goes, I'm going. You can come with me or not.
Yeah, I knew you'd say that. What about the other Hell Rider?
I mean, yeah. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, and I'd prefer it if we at least were a bit better equipped for it. But it's an eventuality.
Okay,
I mean, we can find weapons in there, right?
Most likely, yes.
Ones that you probably would have to sell your soul for.
I have an important question. We have 2 Hell Riders in our party. Doesn't that mean this deal affects you both? Wouldn't that mean you going to Avernus is like the worst possible option? Are you going to turn on us?
I don't think anything in the contract says that they will serve Zariel, just that they are pulled into hell. Which comes to the point of how the heck did you not get dragged?
Probably
Far enough
probably
away.
not being in El Toro when it happened.
That's my best guess as well.
Because if the quote companion was the reagent for the focus that dragged everything.
But you're bound to defend Elturel. If Elturel is in Avernus, you're bound to defend it, which would technically mean whoever is in control of Elturel, you would have to listen to in order to defend Elturel. Right?
I don't think so, because the contract said that that's what they had to do to protect the city while it was up here, but the contract should mostly be over. Just that Zariel protected the city, and then after 50 years, Zariel gets it back.
Along with all the people oathbound to protect it.
Yeah, but it didn't say they're still oathbound. She just said she gets the people.
Okay, fine. Maybe she sucks out their souls. Does that mean your souls get sucked out the moment you step foot in Elturel?
Ooh, that'll be fun to watch. I mean,
I have a question. Could it be that this happened 50 years ago? These 2 are definitely not 50 years old. they did not swear the same oath.
It's
The
possible.
Creed
No, they definitely swore the Creed Resolute.
That's
Listen.
part of joining.
If Zariel wants my soul, I'm going to put up a damn good fight for it.
Besides,
don't-
you can always just break the oath.
I'm just gonna like stare at Lon. And then not like actually acknowledge.
Oathbreaker paladin.
If that's what you have to do to save your city, would you do it?
Absolutely.
Thankfully
See,
I am
she
not
do it.
Thankfully I am not a paladin.
Also, on a meta note, if any of you are considering changing characters, this would be a wonderful time to make a different one, because I could write it as somebody that you recruit.
And I'm not going.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
don't know. Nissa has reasons to go. Like, she's just making sure everyone's on the same page.
Oh yeah.
Nissa has her own reason as to why she wants to go to hell, and it has nothing to do with Zariel and Elturel or Baldur's Gate.
And I think we're going to leave it on that decision point as our wonderful players try and decide what they want to do.
Okay. Well, fuck. Shield fucking lied to me.
Also, isn't the fucking poster sweet?
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
totally frame that poster and put it on the wall.
Yeah, the physical version comes with that as a big fold-out poster.
Don't we have that?
We do not
No, we
have
don't
Descent into Avernus yet.
Yeah,
Uh,
I would
hold
I would put that on the wall somewhere if I had it.
Yeah.
I'd put that on the fucking ceiling.
Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have
Good
a
night,
good night.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.